Welcome, my curious noses, to Scent and Curiosity. I am Core the Explorer, your decant diva, and today we are exploring Avon. I am saying hello and goodbye to my collection that I was starting due to poor decisions. I have to get rid of it before I even have the ability to enjoy it. So we'll just go quickly through what I have, and this will be on Mercari. This is new. Hopefully they have sales. Yay, they have sales. Haiku, the original. I have the flanker, the cherry one, called Haiku Kyoto Flower. And I like it. It's a cherry blossom aquatic uh, flanker. What I like about Haiku is that it is floral. I always thought it had an aquatic type of freshness to it, but I hadn't smelled it in so long. I was like, okay, maybe I'm remembering it incorrectly. Kyoto flower is definitely aquatic. I really don't know about Haiku. Fragrantica is saying white floral, fresh floral, woody green, musky citrus, powdery sweet, fruity. This was launched in 2000. It does have sparkling notes. Maybe that's what I was getting, but this is more clean and fresh. Okay, it does say nostalgic 90s clean aquatic aesthetic. Now, I don't know if by aesthetic they just mean the look of it. I don't know if I've worn this. It has some gone, but that wouldn't make sense to me because I don't remember wearing it. And if I use that much, I would think that I would remember wearing it. Sadly, this is only a 1.7 ounce. Avon charges 3.4 ounce prices, but only gives you half the amount. Um, but anyway, I liked this green floral spa like aquatic scent. But I don't, yeah. And I have her flanker, which I will have to put up on the website. I forget where I put it. I must have taken it downstairs already because I just do not know where it went. Because I just literally had it a couple days ago, and I think I decided, nope, I don't get to keep it. And somehow I didn't put it with my Avon collection, which just seems really weird to me. But anyway, so yeah, that's Haiku. The notes are dewdrop, pomegranate, yuzu, freesia, pear, lily of the valley. Well, those are top notes. Middle notes: lily of the valley, jasmine, Chinese peony, kumquat, prunella or prunella, which I'm not familiar with this flower. Um, I have no idea what it's supposed to smell like or anything. Then there's fig and tuberose. In the base, musk, sandalwood, vetiver, tonka bean, and vanilla. So yeah, if you want to try something green, aquatic, this is a classic, and I think it's nice. Kind of reminiscent of Alfred's Sung She. And they have all these different flankers. Also similar to Elizabeth Arden Green Tea Lotus, which I think I have. Kind of in the similar vein of Issey Miyake L-U-D Issey. I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, so yeah, it's a fresh, clean girl scent. And I just want to break even. So I will have to see what she costs and what she's going for on the internet, so I will know how to price accordingly. Here is Rare Pearls, also new in box. I don't know if you can tell without me unscrewing it, but the, como se dice, safety or whatever seal is on there, safety seal, if you want to call it that. So, oh, and the Kyoto flower is, yeah, she's aquatic and fresh and floral and sweet. So she's even more aquatic. Now, I made the mistake of purchasing two of these, I think. Let me see. One of these I purchased two of, and I was so pissed off at myself. So there's this version that goes together, and then there's the pearly version that goes together. I have the deodorant, but I started using it, so that's all there is this girl by herself. And I think I did spray this one to try. But yeah, I think that one I did smell, and this one I didn't, and I was upset that I had gotten. It's just the same thing, just a different bottle. You would think though that since it's in this pink bottle, they would at least give it a little. I would want like there to be like a sheer effervescent type of sheen on it that's got like it's pearl, but then it's got like this sheen or whatever. But anyway, so the accords are floral, woody, honey, sweet, warm, spicy, fresh, spicy, powdery, musky, fruity, citrus. This was launched in 2004. This is said to be like ladylike and classic and elegant. Creamy white florals, bold creamy white florals, but also delicate. And it's saying that it's a budget-friendly alternative to Dior Pure Poison, which I wanted to get into the Dior Poison line, just like the Black Opium line. And I don't know whatever happened with that. I'm going to spray this because I think I've already sprayed it, and it's still going to remain full. So, and I have Dior Pure Poison. I have a little sample. This has a strong sillage. It has, I don't know if I already said this, but it has top notes of white honey, pepper, Brazilian rosewood, and plum. And I'm all like gaga over the plum due to Dark Kiss. And I don't know if it's in Black Opium, but definitely Dark Kiss, Bath and Body Works. Middle notes of magnolia, base notes, musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. So at the top, and I'm just getting white floral soapy scent. And I like it. It's just clean girl, probably like clean girl white musk type thing. Citrus. Um, I mean, if I can keep this one, I might. Maybe this is the kind of out thing you wear pearls with. I've never owned pearls. I don't think I'm into pearls. Unless it's on lace, then maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Let's go with rare gold. We'll get the rares out of the way. I don't have like rare amethyst or anything like that. I got a lot of the faraways. This I haven't worn rare gold yet, the deodorant, so that's something. If whoever buys it, they can get the other. So this is what I was talking about that like effervescent sheen. Like this is gold, but I thought since this is a pink sheen type thing, it could have had like a little bit of that sheen to it. Um, so yeah, anyhow. So rare gold is white floral, woody, sweet, yellow floral, citrus, tuberose, aldehydic, powdery fresh, and animalic. This was launched in 1995, so we're getting a little bit older. Um, Now, one of my favored, I don't know if I say favorite, but like I like Olivier Crest. He does a lot of perfumes that I like. And um, I like, I'm gonna try her because I think I've already, well, maybe I haven't. The top seemed like it was nice and solid on there. But then I think perhaps I have because, well, I don't know. I feel like there's kind of, no, I don't think. I might have done a spray. But man, before putting my nose up close, it just kind of hit me. And I feel like I did smell that honey in there, even though this one doesn't say that it has honey. Like with the rare pearls, white honey was a top note, and yet with this one, I smell a sweetness at the top, and I was thinking, okay, is that honey? Um, there's ylang ylang, peach, mandarin orange, and bergamot at the top. Tuberose, aldehydes, jasmine, orange blossom, gardenia, and lily of the valley in the mid. And in the base, amber, sandalwood, vanilla, woodsy notes, and musk. Um, yeah, so this perfume, some say it reminds them of Lancome Poem or Givenchy Amarige or Elizabeth Taylor Diamond and Emerald. I like Diamond and Emerald. I really like this. I get the peach and the bouquet of white florals. It's just so, I don't know, it's just so smooth and I don't know, it's really nice. I don't know. I feel like I want to decant, but I can't mess up my chances of selling it. So all I can be like is it was sprayed a couple times and oh man, I like that. Man, that is so fire. Oh, so fire. Okay, let's move on to Little Red Dress. I thought I bought Little Black Dress first. Have no idea where it is if I did buy it. So that sucks. Either that or I was planning to buy it and I don't know what happened. But here's Little Red Dress. I'm not that familiar with her. So she's supposed to be fruity. Now I don't know if I wore her because look, I don't recall ever wearing her, but she's below the neckline. So she's fruity, sweet, rose, woody, powdery, musky amber. She was launched in 2011. This is said to be a bold, powerful, sexy profile with a fruity kick, um, sophisticated, jammy raspberry and sandalwood blend. Perhaps a little synthetic, but some people like that. Raspberry, plum, and citrus in the top, rose, jasmine in the mid, and sandalwood, musk, and amber in the base. Since it already looks like I've tried some, I'm just going to spritz it a couple times. Um, Sorry, Lulu. I didn't mean to make it seem like you couldn't come in here and I'm trying to cut you off. There you go. Um, Man, that's some nice top notes. Nice and sweet. You can smell the raspberry. Maybe even the plum. Man, jeez. I'm really gonna. I'm gonna miss you, man. Like, bro. Reminds me of Modern Muse, Le Rouge, or Michael Kors' Sexy Ruby, Kate Spade, Truly Darling, Christina Aguilera, Unforgettable. Never smell any of those, but check it. It's got this apple, musk, amber type of smell. That's what someone's saying, and I'm trying to see. Does that track? Um, Now this person's saying that that smell, that type of smell, that appley musk amber type smell goes towards Charlie Red and other red perfumes. Okay, I don't know what kind of nose this person has, but Charlie Red is nothing but screeching, angry. Yeah, I don't know. But definitely a date night fragrance. I think it's sexy. It's definitely fruity. Oh shit. Sorry for my language. I'm such I don't want to say anything offensive. All I'm gonna say is I chose not to wait, and I'm eating a Snickers as if somehow I have a commercial or something to be able to chew in between. And I started to put the box away, and I'm thinking, oh crap, I'm touching and everything. What if someone has a peanut allergy? Now I'm gonna have to list that. So I don't know. I'm gonna wipe my hands off. I don't know how that works, but I'm gonna wipe my hands with a disinfectant wipe. I don't know if that gets rid of it. I don't know if I should probably go wash my hands or if the Lysol wipe is gonna do the trick. But I will definitely be wiping these things down and Googling that before I ship this off. And I'll also be putting it on the ad about possible contact with peanuts. But here's the Mari. I know it's not possible that I wore these, so I'm just really wondering about these fill levels. This bottle is so beautiful. We're at the OG Amari, Amari Seduction, and then Amari Elixir. I think this had a safety seal, and I opened it to smell it and maybe even try it a little bit. So, but the deodorant, I don't know if I use that. It doesn't look like a perfectly. That line is making me wonder. So whoever gets it, I mean, I'll take the pictures. They'll have to try at their own risk, or I don't know. We'll see if the Lord leads me to just keep it. Okay. So I don't know if I sprayed any of these. Ah. So yeah, I think that I don't know. I think with the haiku it was somewhere starting around here too. But anyway, let's look at the notes in Amari. Because you might find that you would like to explore this scent, and I'm fine with um, doing decants. I don't have to sell the whole bottle. So okay, so this is not Amari Original because the container for Amari Original, I think this is as close to the original as I will get the reformulation. So in 85, the original was launched. Woody, powdery, green, aldehydic, fresh, musky, aromatic, white floral, amber, and iris is the accords. Um, and then I'm not sure when they did the reformulation. So aldehydes, galbanum or galbanum, and bergamot on the top. So galbanum is an intense, persistent, bitter green fragrance. I don't know how that's going to play out in this fragrance, but I just remember growing up and people having this, so I just thought, oh, let me, get as close to the OG as I can and then get a couple flamethrowers. Middle notes: orris root, tuberose, ylang ylang, lily of the valley, with base notes of sandalwood, musk, cedar, amber, and vanilla. I'm seeing so many Amari flankers on here. It's like crazy. But anyway, okay, so I have Amari 2015, it looks like. So scrap that 1985 since it's the reformulation. They do have it on Fragrantica. So the chords are citrus, aldehydic, iris, powdery, patchouli, fresh, woody, rose, earthy, and white floral. This one, as I mentioned, launched in 2015. Um, and it looks like Amari Seduction came out in 2007. And then Amari Elixir, I'm not sure, but we'll get to that. So aldehydes, bergamot, and Italian lemon in the top, iris, rose, and jasmine in the mid, and patchouli, amber, and vanilla at the base. I don't really know. I wish I could experience her, but there's incense, a sense or smell of incense in the original, whereas it's more sparkly with no incense in the reformulation for 2015. Um, but chances are you'll get a rich, powdery, comforting, I don't know, vibe or scent from this. For Oh my goodness, someone said this is way too much sillage. Smells more like oversprayed cologne. And I can get that smoky, overspraying type of suffocating. I could imagine that with Amari. From what I remember, it is quite potent. Um, hold on. Okay, was that seduction? No, that was not seduction. We're moving on to seduction. Okay, so maybe they all came out in 2015. Maybe that's what I'm reading here. So seduction is fruity, sweet, woody, powdery, patchouli, floral, vanilla, musky, amber, and warm spice. I'm not too much into the spiciness, but I was expecting it from Imari. It has orchid, plum, patchouli, wild berries, vanilla bean, musk, and amber. Now, sometimes with these fragranticas, you can vote on the notes and you'll see that they're not always correct. And then you'll scroll and read, and some people will tell you what the notes really are and what should be. Um, this reminds some of people of Euphoria. And so I guess that's that dark, fruity, resinous type of profile. Um, Probably in the realm of Dior Poison. So if you're familiar with that spicy balsamic, just kind of heavy, I would imagine, then yeah, that vein. Let's go on to Amari Elixir, which uh, is also 2015. So it's fruity, sweet, vanilla, rose, amber, patchouli, woody, yellow floral, powdery, and white floral. With this one, It's supposed to be warm and smoky. Warm, sweet, and smoky. Dark, jammy blackberry rose. I like sweet, jammy roses. I'm not too much into incense, but it, yeah, it's a little bit too earthy, too incensey, too smoky. I probably won't like it, but the sweet vanilla berry delicious scent in there probably helps it be more wearable and light and not so suffocating if I were to give that a shot. Now, it's supposed to be like spicy, but the notes wouldn't suggest spicy. And maybe I'm thinking of the last one we looked at as a more seduction. Maybe this one's not supposed to be spicy. Maybe it's just supposed to be juicy because the notes would suggest that with blackberry, green apple, and mandarin orange at the top, rose, ylang ylang, and jasmine at the mid, and vanilla, red, amber, and patchouli at the base. No trouble. Or trouble. um, so yeah, this one is probably the most wearable one because it doesn't have incense. It's not spicy. It's not like dark or heavy. Um, this is probably the next wearable one, and then I don't know. Depending on how sparkly this is and how we formulate it, it could be more wearable than the seduction, since seduction is probably more smokier and more incensey and whatnot. But yeah, I would sell these three together, sell those two together. We're moving on to Avon Far Away, but let's take a quick detour to Mesmerize before we go with Far Away, because that's gonna be most of it is gonna be the Far Away, because that's all else I have other than Mesmerize, and Live Out Loud is newer, more recent, and Strawberry Ford, but I gave that to my niece for graduation. This is a splash, and I just wanted to try it and see. Um, I was just curious because I remember Mesmerize. I don't remember what it smelled like. I just thought I remember liking it. My aunt was a Avon lady, and I think my my step grandma was an Avon lady. Whether they sold it, well, my mom says my aunt was a seller of Avon, and then I don't know if my grandma, my step grandma sold it or just bought a lot of it, but I just remember it being around. And so they have Mesmerize, then Mesmerize Black for him, Mesmerize Black for her, and then Mesmerize for women. So I think this is Mesmerize for men, which is probably not the one that I was wanting to get, but it is what I got. And this is going to be amber, warm, spicy, citrus, woody, fruity, aromatic, balsamic, sweet, and green. Launched in 1992. Top notes of bergamot, mandarin orange, and apple. So that's cool, getting those citrus fruities on the top before it starts to go into the another layer where myrrh, exotic spices, and herbal notes are in the mid, and then drying down to amber and woodsy notes. I don't know. I'm gonna see if my husband will try wearing this. It's very vintage, but I think it would be a good experiment. They have Leighton by Parfum de Marly on here, so maybe that is similar, and maybe that means it would be a success. I like the idea of bringing back vintage, bringing back the OGs that have that scent DNA, and just because they're more affordable than getting a Parfum de Marly or a Sauvage, or like I want to try Mesmerize for her someday though, or like Valentino, YSL, all that stuff. Just go with like the OGs, more affordable. All right, so we have the Far Away. I got quite a few of those. I think that's it. I thought I had quite a few, but apparently I only have 3. So we got the OG. We'll start with her. I tend to like to save the best for last, but we'll just start with her. I'm going to try her. I don't think I have, but I want to. I have to. I can't give her up without having had tried her. It's just not right. Now, one thing I wonder is how come whenever I'm getting these perfumes, the actuator is always facing the back? Is that how it's supposed to be? Because I will sometimes turn the actuator to face the front and then it won't spray as well. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna mess with the actuator. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if I sprayed something on my right arm that made it like, oh my gosh, so fly. But oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Avon Far Away. Vanilla, powdery, sweet, white floral, woody, coconut, floral, yellow floral, amber, lactonic. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is my summer scent right here. This is my summer jam. But it's saying that it's best in the fall and winter, but how? Well, I mean, coconut can be a fall, winter scent. It does have vanilla and woods, and it's lactonic, so I could see that. This was launched in 1994. Oh my gosh. It is amazing. Soft and powdery with tropical creaminess. Oh my gosh. I don't care what anybody says. If this does not sell with by midsummer, oh my goodness. I don't care that they say it's not for high heat. I don't care. Because this is vanilla and coconut. I will wear it in the evening if it's going to be too sweet and cloying for other people. Or I'll just wear it at home. Because this coconut, ylang ylang, peach, orange, and cara corunde, which I've never heard of that before. It's a white flower. It's intensely floral, sweet, intoxicating, similar to jasmine, but with a peculiar almond nuance. You'll get that note in what is it? Estee Lauder Pleasures. But oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know Far Away got down like that. I thought that's what the Bali was for or something. I must not research these notes before I got stuff. I must just been buying stuff. Jasmine, gardenia, violet, freesia, osmanthus, and rose in the mid. Vanilla, sandalwood, amber, and musk in the base. Oh my freaking gosh. And look at all these far away flankers that they have. Oh my gosh. Dude. So freaking fire. So freaking fire. Alright, so Bali, I thought that would be more fruity. I don't know. I don't know what Bali really, I don't know what I was thinking. Bali, what I imagined. But it's white floral, fruity, citrus, musky, floral, tuberose, amber, aquatic, animalic, and woody. This was launched in 2022 with top notes of grapefruit, acai berry, Japanese plum, mid notes of water lily. That's where that aquatic comes from, and I'm a fan of water lily for the South Aquatic. Oh my gosh! So I wanted to get Yellow Diamond by Versace and Yellow Diamond Intense, and I almost got it. But then I ran out of money before I pulled the trigger, and I wish I had pulled the trigger because I wanted to get Intense, and it was a really great deal on Joma Shop. I was going to decant a few things, try to make like $30 or $40, and then keep the rest for myself. That didn't work out, but hopefully, if I'm still interested, one day it will. So, water lily, tuberose, honeysuckle in the mid, musk, amber, woodsy notes in the dry down. I'm not going to spray this. I'm just going to smell the cap or the actuator. Um, yeah, I don't want to risk it like a biscuit. This one said to be reminiscent of Escada Sunset Heat. So when I think of Escada, I think of like Miami. I think of like, I don't know, like sun, Miami, like sweet, like, I don't know, like super sweet, because it's gotta be doing that sweet thing. Um, it's easy to wear and pretty in the hot weather. So fortunately, this is one where you get to wear in the summer and spring during the day. Um, Similar to Viva Juicy, Chance Tundra, and Rock and Rio by Escada. I mean, I just don't understand how this can be in the heat, but not my coconut tropical of maybe just too many like people voted wrong. um, yeah, let's move on. Clean, bright, fruity flow. Now these bottles, they're more like, this is probably closer to the OG. I would love to spray her. You know what? Eff it. I'm just gonna spray her because I just feel like with the bottle looking so much the same, but no, hold on. Let me find the Fragrantica for it first and see if it's worth it. I do not remember Far Away smelling like that. And it's so interesting that, like, instead of making this like green, it just put like a green top on it, whatever. But then the picture here has it as green, which I thought would be cool. But anyway, so oh, I don't even know if you saw that. I didn't even look to check to look, whatever. So white floral, vanilla, citrus, woody, balsamic, powdery, sweet, aromatic, fresh, spicy, floral. Good for winter, fall, spring, and I guess summer if it's not too hot. Launched in 2016. Strong projection and sillage. Versatile for day and night. Compliment worthy. Creamy vanilla and white florals. I mean, and smooth, creamy, lactonic dry down. So I can understand how it would be better for um, the fall, winter with that creamy, lactonic, creamy vanilla. Polarizing, beachy sunblock scent profile. Interesting. Gardenia, bergamot, marigold in the top, jasmine, jasmine sambac, orange blossom in the mid, and vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli in the base. Now, what's the difference between jasmine sambac and jasmine? They're both indolic, they're both green, they're both sweet. But what's the difference between sambac and jasmine? That is the question. But we will not get an answer today. Is there anything that they're reminded of? We Pink, VF Golden, Antonio Banderas, her Golden Secret. That's a pretty nice one. I did get like a small sample of that one. And it was nice. I liked her Golden Secret by Antonio Banderas. That one is said to have poor longevity, and this one's supposed to have strong projection, sillage, and longevity. Oh, I said I was gonna spray this one, right? Mm, it wasn't worth spraying. I mean, there is no coconut. It is supposed to be creamy and lactonic, but and I think I could appreciate it, but it's just not, the OG. The OG, oh my gosh, I was blown away. Like, girl, don't make me give her up. Never gonna give you up. Somehow I found something interesting about Bali. I feel like I should just smell Bali, but I can't go around smelling everything if I want to sell it. Like, I don't know. Anything else? Nope. That's my little Avon collection as far as the current ones. Um, what's this? Oh, this is Elizabeth James. We'll have to try that another day. And then that's my black opium. Okay. What is this? Black opium. Is this supposed to be the intense one? Or just black opium? Let me see. So I could have sworn about the intense, but this doesn't say intense on it. Anyway, I bought the hype and I'm not even mad at it. So yeah, I did not try any of the Amari's. I wonder if it's worth sniffing. But oh my gosh, if I could keep this far away and keep the rare gold and one of the rare pearls, oh my gosh, 'cause I want to be able to have, um, I want to be able to have pure poison, and they said an affordable one. It's more of an affordable poison, and that's what I want in my life. But alas, it cannot be. Not right now. Not with my not earning the rights to enjoy these things. But anyway, I need to put those somewhere else. These don't even belong. I want to put these in here, but they're too big, so I have to put them back with my. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put them back. And that one fit. Yay! And this one, can it fit down there? Yay! I want to put these in there though. Will they fit? Yay! I just gotta move these guys. Yay! All my Avon fits in here. Oh, nope. Forgot one. I gotta wipe her down because of the peanut stuff. But anyway, thank you for tuning in to me saying goodbye or hello and goodbye to my Avon collection. I will drop the link in the description after the video posts. And go on my phone and drop the link. And I would love if I could just sell a few decants or just get a decant and sell the rest of the bottle and not like lose out any money. Oh well. My loss will be someone else's gain. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. This has been Cora the Explorer, your decant diva on Scent and Curiosity. Guys, do me a favor. Keep on discovering, keep on sniffing, and stay curious. Bye for now.